Houston, the Pirates have not yet set their final roster, but they did pare the field down to 27 as they packed up and prepared to head to Cincinnati for opening day. The Pirates informed 4 players on Tuesday in Houston that they made the team. Pitchers Nick Burdi. Houston, the Pirates have not yet set their final roster, but they did pare the field down to 27 as they packed up and prepared to head to Cincinnati for opening day. The Pirates informed 4 players on Tuesday in Houston that they made the team. Pitchers Nick Burdi and Nick Kingham, both of whom will pitch out of the bullpen, infielder Kevin Newman and outfielder Pablo Reyes. The health of outfielder Lonnie Chisenhall, who was hit on the right hand during Monday's exhibition game with the Astros, and the readiness of top 5th starter candidate Jordan Lyles are delaying the remainder of the decision-making process. Essentially, the final 2 spots will be selected from a pool of 4: Steven Brault, Lyles, Chisenhall and J.B. Shuck. The Pirates prefer for their starting pitchers to reach the 6-inning, 100-pitch threshold during spring training, which Lyles has not yet completed. That may necessitate another non-major league outing for the right-hander, a feasible option considering the Pirates may not need a 5th starter right away. They have 2 off days in the first 6 days of the season. Lyles is out of options, however, so if he's not on the opening day roster, he'd be exposed through the waiver process. That may complicate things a bit, or it may open the door for Brault to jump into the rotation, at least to start the season. There is one more realistic scenario. Lyles, who had some mild cramping that thwarted one of his late spring outings, could also start the season on the injured list, and Brault could take up the roster spot as another bullpen option while the club utilizes a temporary 4-man rotation. For now, this leaves Brault in flux, manager Clint Hurdle said, adding that pitching 6 innings and throwing 100 pitches is still on Lyles' to-do list. The Chisenhall decision could come down to the wire, just ahead of the noon ET deadline on Thursday for teams to set their rosters. If he's not ready, Shuck will win the final roster spot. There are some challenges with Chisenhall's health, Hurdle said. We have to figure that out Wednesday, and get a better look where we are with that and see how it plays, how we like to bolster our bench or bolster an area we might need to strengthen on opening day. The 4 who are definitively informed they have made the team will all be experiencing their first opening day. They were given the good news before Tuesday's 5-1 win over the Astros. I've definitely been a little on edge and it's been exciting, Burdi said of the waiting game that comes along with attempting to crack the final roster. It's over with. Spring training's been good. I got to work on some stuff. Now we're going into the season and it's go time. Kingham, who was stretched out to pitch multiple innings this spring, hopes to eventually be a starter, but he was pleased with his assignment when he met with Hurdle Tuesday morning. I know there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of things can happen, Kingham said. You don't want to tell somebody something and have to tell them another thing 2 days later if something happens. Now that it's finally confirmed, it is a sigh of relief. I want to eventually be a starter, but for the time being, I want to do whatever I can to help the team win. Wing's cool, so I'll do whatever I can to win. The Pirates also reassigned 5 players to minor league camp: catcher Stephen Barron, right-handers rookie Davison Brandon Maurer, left-hander Tyler Lyons and outfielder Patrick Kivelhan. The players in this group who traveled with the team to Houston were already informed they were not making the club prior to the trip. Allison Footer is a national correspondent for MLB.com. Follow her on Twitter at AllisonFooter. Read more.